Welcome, adventurers. Welcome to another Graham Classic stream. I'm Graham, and we're going to be playing some Scum, which is unusual because we normally play it on a Sunday, Scum Day. But I've decided I'm not going to be playing it on Sundays anymore. Well, not for the time being, anyway. I wasn't actually going to be playing Scum for a little while, actually, because I thought maybe Saturday. But then again, maybe I won't be streaming on Saturday. I don't know, because I'm working on Saturday. I'm out on Fridays and Mondays, so... yeah, so that's kind of a little bit up in the air. But then they provided an update on Tuesday. Yes, Tuesday. They provided an update on Tuesday. I think it was Tuesday. Or Wednesday. No, Tuesday. But anyway, they provided an update, and they've added a new location, which is in Z2. So I thought, let's play Scum and go in and visit this new location and see what they've done and see what else other changes they've done. They've added new types of walls. So there's brick walls and concrete walls, and you have to make the concrete. You have to make the bricks as well, apparently, or you get the bricks from one location, which I think is called the Brick Factory, which I think, if I remember rightly, is over in B0. I'm sure that's where the Brick Factory was. I think. Maybe. Anyway, I'm all the way up in D4 at the moment, so we've got a bit of a drive. I was a bit naughty and I've changed the game. I did a quick check to see if anyone else was on, and they're not. So I've changed it to 6 o'clock in the morning. Excuse me. So there's that. Oh, and in other news, you may or may not know that when the 3080 came out, I tried to buy one and I couldn't get one. A bit longer, a little after that, 3070 came out, and I bought one of those. But on both of them, I ended up on a queue, and just around about Christmas, I managed to get hold of a different 3070 than the one I actually ordered, because they offered me an alternate one, and that was Scum website, which is a UK-based one, I believe. And then the other one was a company called Overclockers. And that one has been whittling down. Now, I think, if I remember rightly, I started, and I have been making notes. Let me see. Was it there? So on the 19th of November, my queue position for the 3080 was 1026. I've been putting notes in periodically. There's been lots of jokes, people putting in little quips and things in there, but finally got down to 442. So I decided that I would do it a different way, and it arrived today. I don't know whether you can see it or not, because the camera's going to try and cut it all out, but this is an RTX 3080. I don't know if you can see that. The camera doesn't see it as a face, so I've got to put my face next to it. It's trying to chop it out. But yeah, so it arrived today. It's EVGA R3080 FTW3 Ultra. Oh, that's really heavy. It also came. I didn't buy it as a single item. So, but the upshot is I bought it for the cost, about £800, which is the cost. So I didn't actually go through a scalpers or any of that nonsense. The downside is that I also had to buy a motherboard, a CPU, and a cooling card, and 32GB RAM. It was a little bit on the pricey side for me. It's more than I would have spent. I normally wouldn't buy an i9 CPU, but and I certainly wouldn't have one that was overclocked to 5 gigahertz. But hey, I've got to put it in a box. I have got a box for it to go into, so I'm going to be putting it into the box. But then I've got this thing which I've been talking about on previous streams, which is about copying the information over from my existing streaming PC onto it. I'm not really sure how I'm going to do that. I was thinking about doing it, making the gaming PC that I've got currently my normal PC, because that's got the graphics card in it that I want and everything, but I'm not so sure now. Because I've just remembered that the CPU that I've got on my gaming PC isn't as good as the one that I've got in my current streaming PC. Ooh. So I probably want to keep that one. But anyway, let's play. Since the music's faded out anyway. Right, it appears to have started raining, so that's wonderful. I have my car. My car is completely full. I can't get anything else into it. So I don't think I'm going to be looting, because I can't really loot, can I? Apparently they've done a lot of optimizations as well. I used to have a little base here. I used to have a little wall that went across there. Well, a gate actually. But it ain't there no more. Put the headlights on. Yeah, so it's probably about 6 or 7 o'clock in the morning in game. And now we've got a thunderstorm. Yay! I might have to make the thunderstorm go away. I don't know. We'll see. Couldn't remember where the road went. And I was thinking, I don't remember it being quite so heavy on stuff. Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah. Oh, I remember where. Cool. They've done a marvellous job on the lighting in this game now. It's much better than it was. I seem to recall there's a turning on the right here, and I'm just wondering whether I probably want to take that or not. No, it doesn't make any difference. Right. Yeah, the turning just there. We used to have a base in there at one point. So up in the front, just in the distance, just disappearing from view, that's where the dam is. Big dam. All of this area that I'm currently driving on is the original map. The new map is it's the Z along the bottom and the 0 column on the right hand side. There you go. So you can just see above the aerial of my car, there's those sort of little dimples disappearing now again because of the trees, but that's where the dam is. There's the dam. There it's gone again. It's just like real life, isn't it? Now you see it, now you don't. My light's not come on. Right. Well, that switch is on. Okay, maybe not. Maybe it's not due to come on yet. I got it set so that my my lights come on about an hour before the sun sets. Well, I don't suppose the sun's set yet, so it is getting a bit dark in my room though, because it's been raining today. Cloudy. Galena Star! Welcome! Welcome everyone. Oh, we've got a victory. How long that was going to go for. Thank you for the raid. Welcome everyone. I've only just started playing. I'm playing Scum. You're playing Stardew Valley. I haven't played that, but my other half has. She plays that. Or has played it. I don't know if she still plays it, but yeah. She's been lately. She's been rage quitting from Valheim. But yeah, no, I am gonna. The flashing is getting a little bit tiresome. So that one. There we go. Right. But yeah, no. Yeah, so I have watched her playing Stardew Valley, so I'm kind of aware of it. I don't really know if it's the kind of game that I would play, but yeah, I know a lot of people really like it, so yeah. I like my games to be in 3D as a general rule of thumb. I don't think there's very many exceptions to that. Although, actually, there is an exception. There's a game called Polytopia that I like playing, and that's just top down. It's a sort of conquest type of game. So you build little civilizations and fight battles with other creatures and stuff. But yeah, no, Polytopia. It came out originally on the on Android, then it came out on iPhone, and then it came out recently on Steam. There's a Windows version of it now. I do quite enjoy that. So I'm driving with the headlights on, but I don't need to anymore. I do have admin control, so I can do some admin control. I tend not to use my admin powers unless I really need to. But if I'm streaming, if I'm joining the server and there's no one else about, then yeah, I'm gonna maybe change it to a more favourable time of day, because I don't like doing an entire stream which is at night. I mean, the day-night cycle is actually quite fast, but yeah, I've had it in the past. Right, so we're trying to get down to here, so we're going to basically come down through all of this lot, down across the big bridge, in here, and then cut around there, and then try not to get killed by any bomb zombies. Zombies that wear bomb vests that are on proximity detector on them. Let's just drive in a straight line. And then, yeah, and they laugh a lot because they know they're going to die. So they're just manically laughing, which is a bit creepy. But this is supposed to be a horror game as well, so yeah. They're going to be making the game a lot harder. They've been promising this, and I saw a small video from the devs on Twitter today, and they were talking about the AI opening the doors of buildings to get into you, and they're also talking about getting so they can climb through the windows. So up until now, well, actually, interestingly, before that, we used to be able to stand on top of cars because the zombies couldn't attack us on the cars, or you run and hide into a building. Hopefully there isn't a zombie in the building, because they can spawn in the buildings, but they can't follow you into the buildings. So that's going to be changing. But one of the interesting things, one of the dynamics of the AI is that all the creatures, including the robots, will walk over to where they last saw you. If you're not there anymore and you're out of line of sight, they'll get bored and they'll wander off. Hopefully they'll wander away from you. Doesn't always happen, but they don't know that you're there. I think I want to go this way. Yes, wait a minute. No. No. Let's turn around. It used to be an arrow so you could see which way you were pointing, but then they decided they'll make it a red dot, which is a little bit awkward, so you kind of got to keep travelling to see which way you're actually travelling in. Or do that and see the compass at the top. But you don't get the compass all the time, so you actually have to look at the compass. Right, I'm going to turn off here. Try not to hit that tree. Awesome. This is a normal route that we would take to get down to another town. Road goes around to the right. You can see all the... You can't see at the moment. But sometimes you can see dust coming up, picking up out the back of the car, which is kind of cool. It's alright. Don't worry. I wanted to come down this way anyway. The guys that own the server, they've been base building quite a lot. I've not really been bothering too much. I've got a couple of bases, but they're not really proper bases, if you know what I mean. I haven't put a lot of effort into it. I just wanted to make something. One of my bases is right up in the top right corner of the map. I was going to make a base down this way, but I ended up not doing that. I'm trying to remember now if I want to turn left. I'm going to stop before we get to the junction. Yeah, I want to turn left, and then I think the road goes round to the right anyway. Okay. That looks like quite a big place. The new location is a town. Sorry, I'm going to sneeze. Oh. So where I've just come from, that's the city. That's the city up there, and I came from just around about here. I've driven along there, down there, around there, down there, cut along this white road down on here, and now I'm driving like there, and then I'm going to go down here, through this little town here, across the bridge and across there, and this is the new location that's been added. Well, obviously you can look at it and go like, well, that's not as big as that. It isn't, but they're saying it's big. It's a big place, but it doesn't look it on the map, so I don't know. I don't really know what we're going to be expecting here. I know there's going to be a lot of zombies, but yeah, I don't know. You can have squads in this game, but there's the only way. When you're in a squad, you can see their names floating above their heads. They were talking about they were going to get rid of that at some point, a la DayZ. Oh, the car there. It's not as big, not as nice as the one I got. Yeah, see, the road went round to the right. I was right, and it went right in the right fashion. I didn't really prepare for this game, so I booted up my computer in readiness to play about half an hour before the stream started. Then I went to start the game up and it went, oh yeah, okay, right, okay, now we'll download the update. You've been sitting there for like half an hour. You couldn't have just triggered the update then. Apparently not. So this is police stations, which is that big building there. They're good places to get loot from, as you can imagine. The kind of loot that you get there, you tend to find the type of loot you find is defined by the location that you're going to. There's still a bit of RNG in there about what may or may not be there, but still, yes, that makes it interesting and fun. Right, so this is all new now, so not new now, but new since the big update, because this is a bridge to an island that never used to exist. The stuff in the background, the scenery in the background, that in the far background, that always used to be there. But all the some of these little islands down there were there as well, but these bridges, they were never here. And the land that we're heading towards wasn't there either. It's all new this year. But not this update. This update's just added this location on the island that I'm hurtling towards. I can't remember if there's a barrier across this one. I don't think there is. It has a nasty habit of waiting until you get close up and then going like, oh yes, by the way, there's a thing here, and then you go, oh no, I can't stop in time, bang. And then your car blows up and you lose everything on board. Oh yeah, that's the thing. Whee! I think I've got to go around to the left here somewhere, but I'm not quite sure where the left is, or whether the road just goes around to the left. I think there's a... Oh, that's right. There's a petrol station just here. Petrol stations are a hive of scum and villainy, and quite often... Oh yeah, there he is. Right, the guy that's running behind the one that's really close to me, that's the one with the bomb vest. That's the one... Oh, he's at the back now. That's the one that's going to blow up. He's stopped and he's turned around and he's going back the other way. See, they can jump up onto the roof. If you leave it long enough, they go bang. Oh, he's coming back over now. Is he going to go pop? Any minute now? So I'm not looking at the guys that I'm fighting. I don't know where he went. There he goes. Pop! And sometimes there's more than one. So we do have to be a bit careful. Is that one there? No. Oh no, it was. There's another one. Have a bit of fun with these. Right, the one that's running at the moment, I think, is one. Yeah. You can hear him laughing. It's really, really faint, but you should be able to hear that kind of laughter. Ooh. Come on. You see him laughing? I don't want him to get too close because obviously if he... I don't know where I'm going. You got some legs on him, eh? An itch in my ear. Well, he says kill me as well. Kill me, I'm gonna die. It's really weird, isn't it? Oh, that's good, isn't it? Because the camera's closer to him. There he goes. Yeah. So about a minute after he triggers, he will explode anyway, but he will do his best to be next to you when he goes. And if he does stand next to you, then he'll go early. And he's laughing, I think, because he knows. It's just really, really freaky. Actually, if you actually catch him really early, he'll say, hello, hello. And then he'll start laughing. Like a maniac. Very clever. Apparently it's one of the developers laughing. All the sound effects, all the sort of noise, human sounds are made by the... I have no idea where I am or where I'm going. Where are they? Okay, so it should be up that way somewhere, but we probably can't see it from here. Over bridge. One of the funniest things is that there's like petrol stations for boats to fuel up, and obviously they're on the water because you need to pull your boat up to it. And quite often they've got the zombies in there, including, well, they're called puppets in this game. So, but what you can do is you can be in your boat just quite a distance away, get your shotgun out, fire a couple of shots off. That encourages them all to come running over to you, and of course they go into the water. It used to be that if they went into the water, they wouldn't drown, but they could run as easily in the water as on land, which was a bit of a nightmare because you've got one stuck underneath you. You can't swim to land because as soon as you do, they can get to you and they start clubbing you. You can't fight back because you're in the water. But now they've made it so that they actually drown when they're underwater. So, if you want to clear the area, which includes the bomb zombies, you just pull up your boat, fire a couple of shots, get them to come over to you, move the boat away, because you don't want the bomb zombie exploding directly underneath you. It might take out the boat, and then you can go in and get some fuel because it's empty. There's no more zombies in there. Puppets. So that's a technique that we have figured out. What they want to do is they want to get it so, I mean, probably what they want to do is they want to get them to say they're afraid of water. They won't jump into the water. Or they won't jump into deep water. That would probably make a bit more sense. So I'm seeing little glimpses of, a little harbour there on the left. And I think there's a crane in there, isn't there? Yeah, there's a crane. Crane ahead. So this is the new location. It looks like someone's already started thinking about building a base here. That's someone's car. Cool. I don't know whether this is a high loot area or a low loot area. I think what I'm going to do first, I'm just going to drive around it, and then we'll find somewhere to park up, and then we'll get out on foot, and run around and die. I'm also kind of curious to know whether... What's going on there with the road? Holy moly, how many? Oh, we got the Hotel Marina. How many zombies have we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I don't know. I lost count. They're moving around. It's difficult to count them when they're moving. Okay. Oh, this black stuff is a water effect. Or we get that in other locations. I think it thinks that there's a water level somewhere. Right, now we can go and kill some zombies. Oh. Oh. That didn't work. Now they're all lining up for us. Run away! Run away! Run away! Ow, my foot's stuck on this chair. And more. Apparently, doing this will damage your car. When they're hitting the car, they're actually damaging the car. So, yeah. I think doing this is actually damaging the car. I think. Oh, maybe not. Alright, so we've got a car parking thing going on there. Oh, look up here. Okay, buildings. Oh, there's a garage there. Okay, interesting. Got a road going up there. What's this up? Oh. Out we get and have a look then. What's that over there? A leather backpack. Lovely. Right, you can use search those, so I'll do that. And sometimes you can search the bar, but they're not in this case.